Hey, Emily, pick up, would you? Are you out of your mind? What the hell did you do?
What are you talking about? Aren't you at your mom's place yet?
You just got here a little while ago.
What's up? Why are you so upset?
Don't give me that. I know all about it, Emily. That $1,500 you send to Mom every month? She tells me that's for paying off your own debts. Is that true?
Huh? I really have no idea what you're talking about.
You deduct $1,500 from my monthly salary and send it to her to help her out. I asked you to do that for me, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She tells me that you're not sending her a dime. That you're using that $1,500 to pay off your own debt. How could you, Emily? I trusted you.
Oh, wait a second. Can you back up a bit?
I was shocked that you even had some debt, but using the money that's supposed to be set aside for Mom being used to pay off your debts, that is what's so unforgivable. Listen up, Emily. I want you to deposit all that money that you swindled from my mom, every last penny. You got that?
What's the amount she's demanding?
$1,800. You've been taking advantage of her for a year now. $1,500 per month multiplied by 12 equals $18,000. I want that money deposited today, Emily. She's in the kitchen right this minute crying her eyes out. She says she can't survive on her measly Social Security check.
Oh, really? I didn't realize she was getting Social Security.
What are you blabbing about?
I said I didn't know she was getting retirement benefits.
Of course, why wouldn't she? She's over 65 and is entitled to receive federal benefits.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm not texting you to talk about her social benefit program. This is about her monthly support that you were supposed to be sending her.
For your information, I've been depositing $1,500 at the end of every month. I've never missed a payment. And about this debt she says I have no financial obligations, at least that I know of.
But Mom just said...
Let's just stop you right there, Mark. I mean, stop and think for a second. As you know, I work full-time at the office. And in addition to that, I do freelance stuff at home, which brings in $1,500 to $2,000 a month. Which means I bring in a total of $4,000 or more every month. Do I really have to go into debt?
Yeah, I know all about that. I told her that. She said that's BS. You made all that up.
Excuse me?
She's sure you haven't deposited a dime. You probably have huge debt way over what you bring in. That's what she said. And I believe Mom. She wouldn't lie to me. I can't believe this has been going on for a year. You really pulled the wool over my eyes.
I always knew you had this mommy complex, but didn't realize it was so bad.
Huh? I beg your pardon?
You see me every day, for God's sake! You interact with me. We live together. Then you visit your mom for one day and now I'm Darth Vader? Your mom's always been pretty coercive.
Coercive? How could you say that about my mom, Emily?
Why don't you just ask to see her bank book? I'm sure this whole misunderstanding will be cleared up.
That's Mom's personal stuff. I can't just look at it without her permission.
Oh, yeah? Okay, if you say so. But I'll say it again. I have no debt, and I've been sending her $1,500 a month every month on the dot. End of story.
No way you're gonna put one over on me again.
This is going nowhere. Let's just chill out a little and talk about this later. I recommend that you take that time to get your act together. Hey, Mark. Are you serious? What's this? Divorce papers? Seriously?
Oh yeah, sent those out yesterday. Got them all ready, huh? I'm sure you already looked them over. You do see my name down at the bottom next to the blank one, set aside for you, I take it.
Yeah, I saw it. That's why I'm texting you. So, what the hell is this?
Do I really have to spell it out for you? Those papers say it all, doesn't it? No need for an explanation.
All I get from this is that you simply want a divorce. I'm asking why.
That's all you're gonna get.
Oh, I see. You've been cheating on me. Is that it?
How could you say that? Where's the proof for that?
See what I mean? This kind of mix-up always leads to these misperceptions. I need to know exactly why you want a divorce. Is that too much to ask?
I'm surprised you don't know. Okay, I'll tell you. It's your despicable actions toward my mother and you keeping this from me, lying to me.
Is this what's this all about? The money I was supposed to send your mom and that BS about me having some kind of debt? Don't tell me you still believe all this nonsense!
That's right. Finally admitting to your wrongdoing, huh?
I'm not admitting anything! All I'm doing is verifying why you want a divorce. That's all. Like I said, I'm not in debt. I don't even have credit card debt. And about sending your mother money, I did that as you asked.
There you go, lying your ass off again. Anyway, I want that $18,000 that you stole from my mom. You're not getting away with that.
I might as well be talking to a brick wall.
All I'm asking is you give that $18,000 back. I won't be asking for any other compensation. You should be grateful that I'm such a nice guy.
Okay, whatever. Just give me a little time then, would you? This is just so sudden. I need to get my head around what's happening.
Yeah, well, I can do that little favor, I suppose. I know you need some time to get that cash ready too, so tell you what, I'll give you a week. How's that? That money is probably quite a blow for someone who has a huge debt to pay off, but this is for my poor old mom. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not backing down, just so you know.
Hey Mark, are you there? Is it true that you quit your job?
Hey Emily, today's the deadline, wasn't it? Make sure you deposit that $18,000 into Mom's bank account by the end of the day. You got that?
Before I do that, I need some answers. I haven't seen you in a while. You apparently haven't come home. Seems you packed all your stuff and moved out when I was at the office.
Yeah, the condo's in your name, so when we split, I'm the one who has to move out. I took the initiative. I was worried about Mom living here all alone, too. Figured it would be an opportune time to come back home. Sooner the better, right?
Is that why you quit your job?
Yeah. They refused my request to move to another office nearby, and this 4-hour commute was really getting to me. Luckily, there's a job opening near my mom's place, so I'm gonna get a job there.
You've been pretty busy, I see.
Why do you even know about me quitting? Who told you? I haven't told anyone yet.
It was a Thanksgiving weekend and you didn't come home. And I was just wondering where you had disappeared to. So I called your office to check if you were there. They told me you came to the office 2 or 3 days ago and submitted your resignation. They also told me you had a bunch of paid holidays left, and so you used that and quit early.
Well, that's a relief. No hassle of having to explain everything to you. That's the story. Do you finally understand the strong devotion toward my mother?
Devotion, huh? Sounds more like an abnormal obsession.
Pardon me?
There's another question I had. Are you going to continue paying that $1,500 To your mom out of your own pocket?
Yeah, that's how it's gonna play out, I suppose. I wouldn't ask my ex-wife to pay it now, would I?
I see. I just wanted to verify that. I'll submit the divorce papers by the end of the day.
Oh yeah, great. Oh yeah, and have that $18,000 in the account by the end of the day. Got that?
Goodbye, Mark.
Emily, pick up, please. I need money, that $18,000.
Are you still harping on about that? I've been sending your mom her money right on time every month. Until last month, at least.
Yeah, I understand.
Pardon me?
You know that bank account book that you returned to me after our divorce went through? I saw that the $1,500 was deposited into my mom's account every month.
So, at long last, you see what I've been telling you. That you had no right to accuse me of stealing $18,000 from your mother.
Yeah, right. It's just that...
Spit it out, for God's sake.
It was Mom who was in debt.
Wait a second. Your mom? In debt? Okay.
Yeah, things seemed fishy, so I confronted Mom on it, and she spilled the beans. When my dad died about 2 years ago, she was tricked into buying some fake art. A painting supposedly by some famous painter, sculpture by Picasso, or so she thought. And she traded in stock. In a mere 6 months, she ended up spending $50,000 and even accumulated a considerable debt.
Wow, seriously? $50,000?
Now that I think of it, Mom has always been over-trusting, gullible. When Dad was around, he acted as a barrier, prevented her from being hoodwinked, but with him gone. Now that I think of it, it was about a year ago that she started hounding me about not having enough to live on.
So what you're telling me is that the $1,500 that I deposited into her account for the past year was to pay off her debt. Did I get that right?
Yeah. Even with that, she was still struggling. So, what she came up with was to get us divorced, and after a while kick you out of that condo. Then she and I move in there. Her plan was to have me support her after that.
I figured it would turn out to be something like this. So your mom was the perpetrator in this whole sordid mess.
Yeah, I didn't.
Getting us to divorce went without a hitch, but taking over my condo didn't go as planned, did it? You went ahead and moved out and went back home. In the bargain, you were out of a job.
Well, I figured I could,
Oh yeah, and your mom's social security? She didn't work long enough to be eligible. Maybe a few hundred a month, but nothing to write home about.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, I heard your mom talking about that a few years ago. That she never really worked, and had always been just a housewife. She said she wasn't expecting to get much.
No way, for real? I was hoping she'd support me until I landed that new job. That means I got zero income.
Huh? I thought you already landed that job? You seemed pretty confident about it last time we talked.
I did have it in the back, at least I thought so. My old high school buddy started this company. I figured it would be local, but actually it's in New York.
You mean like New York? As in New York City?
Yeah, so we're struggling here. I can't just move to New York. I don't even know if I got the job, and even if I did, what do I do with Mom? I can't leave her here to fend for herself.
Sounds like you got your back against the wall, Mark.
Yeah, so, look, about that $18,000, I could use it just about now. And if it's not any trouble, I would appreciate it if you deposit $1,500 into my bank account every month, as you've been doing.
Sorry, I'm gonna pass on that.
What? What are you saying? Your husband is in trouble here. The least you can do is help me out.
You're forgetting one thing, Mark. I already submitted the divorce papers.
You already...
Yep, we're no longer husband and wife. Sorry.
No, wait, you can't be serious, Emily.
I am definitely serious. Goodbye, Mark.
Please, Emily, how are we supposed to survive? What do we do, Emily? Please.
Mark and his mother came to my condo a few days later. I guess they figured if they rushed over here with the marriage papers, I would sign it. And we would be husband and wife again. So confident were they that they even brought all their luggage with them. But, unbeknownst to them, I had already moved away. As nobody opened the door, they proceeded to go on strike and shouting stuff like, "Let us stay! Support your family! Stop husband abuse!" Absurd nonsense like that. This obviously caused considerable disturbance to the neighbors, and eventually the police were called. That's when they found out I had already moved out, which left them dumbfounded, as you can imagine. In addition, they loaded all their stuff into a taxi and came all the way here. It's like a 3-hour drive. They were apparently left penniless, and some relatives had to come and pick them up. I bet it was pretty embarrassing for the both of them. A few days later, this relative introduced them into a live-in job up north, some sort of factory. Last I heard, they were working their butts off, day in and day out, to pay off the debt that his mom had accumulated.